It's not just a shop where you walk in, you buy produce and you walk home. There's something happening in here that is different than a normal shop. It's for everyone coming here. They come here for a reason. They're coming here because they believe in something that we believe in. My name is Winter, and myself and Maria, my wife, we lived in the west of Ireland in a very remote cottage, buying organic food, thinking we were living a very sustainable lifestyle. But everything we bought was wrapped in plastic, and I said, this is insane, we got to do something about it.
I was pretty amazed when I first got here. I was like, whoa, the food options! It's awesome. And then also the people are just amazing. It really feels like, yeah, like a second home kind of vibe.
The concept is pretty simple. It's food ingredients without packaging. So people bring their own containers, or we also supply containers if people don't have them. And you can buy by weight as much or as little as you want. And we have a full vegan kitchen. So it's a combination of providing ingredients for people to cook for themselves, us making stuff and showing what you can do with these ingredients, and then also working with small vegan artisan producers so they can have a market to sell their place as well. The best way to find a community is to open a shop. People come to you. I would say 80% of our customers are regular customers who share our values, and actually we have great conversations with, and it's growing into a community. It's not just a shop. I see it here all the time. Strangers forever talking to themselves, to others here, and then they exchange numbers and they end up meeting. It has certainly kind of restored my faith, I think, in humanity, because previous to coming here, it's easy to sit in a cottage and think the world is a bad place. But then when you put yourself back in the world of people, you realize that actually the majority of people are good and the majority of people want to do well.
When I buy something that comes in plastic, it just feels bad. It feels like it's not necessary, and it feels like I'm doing damage to something that I'm also a part of.
I used to love eating meat. I used to love my dairy food. I loved my cheese. So for me, giving up meat and dairy produce felt like a sacrifice in the beginning. But then we discovered through just making that decision that actually the world of vegan cuisine is a completely open world. It just literally means you remove certain items from what you have, but then it allows you to produce a whole new range of produce. I think people, if they're serious about climate change, if you want to make the world a better place in the future, I think you do have to address the food and how we're consuming food, and certainly, you know, probably going vegan is one of the best ways to help that. I think the supermarket of the future will be a huge version of this. I mean, I really want to open up a shop 4 times this size, 5 times this size. And that was the original supermarket, because if you went out to a supermarket in the 30s and 40s and 50s, it was full of staff and they were all making things and doing things. Then they decided to eliminate the staff and to make it more streamlined. And all that did was help the packaging industry. Now I feel that we're just taking those steps backwards and looking at maybe how do we produce food without packaging? Well, it's not that difficult. It just means you have to change your habits. You have to put more effort into your consumer habits. And I think if people aren't prepared to do that, the planet pays the price. But if people are prepared to change, well then they'll just pay a little bit in effort. And I think it's a price worth paying.